What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Sold Out, and on today's video we have the Dame 8 here in front of us. I was really excited to get this sneaker. I have not did an Adidas sneaker in a very long time. I don't even think I did one on this channel, so I was glad to get the Dame 8 in, and I will jump right into it. You can see the box. This is like the fourth quarter knockout, I think it was called. Yeah, fourth quarter knockout, Dame time. Get a little glimpse at the box. Got a bunch of boxing gloves and stuff like that on there. So as always, we will jump right into this sneaker. We will put this one to the side and working our way from the top down to the bottom. Heel slipping comfort was pretty good. I did have a little bit of like heel slippage on the back, but it wasn't really enough to like ruin the sneaker. You know, it wasn't nothing like crazy, you know, like slipping out or shoe slipping off, anything like that. I think I just had to kind of break the sneaker in a little bit for that to kind of set. But once my foot got in the sneaker, it was very comfortable. So I went true to size 8, and it fit perfectly. I had no issues with fitting or sizing issues or anything like that. Down to the laces. I know they look a little obnoxious. They got the crazy purple with the lime green in them. Nice laces, but they are very long. I'm not a double knotter. Nothing against double knotters or anything like that, but I just don't double knot my shoes. These, you almost have to double knot them because they are very, very long laces. I mean, it's better to have longer laces, I guess, than shorter laces you can't get a good tie on. Now, down on the tongue. The tongue was solid, felt pretty comfortable on foot. I wish it was a little longer. Like, that's it right there. Like, you can't pull it up or nothing. Like, it almost sits low on your foot. So that's really wasn't uncomfortable, or really wasn't a big deal. I just wish it came up just a little bit more. And I didn't like how the pull tab is on the side like that. Like, I just did not get that. I do not like that about pull tabs. Like, I like the pull tab on the front of the sneakers. I like to be able to pull them, lift them up, get them on, and go. I don't want to have to look for it, find it, put my hand uncomfortably to the side. I don't really like that. So I wish they would have changed that with the tongue. Materials is like a netted mesh. There's a thick mesh on top, and then there's like almost looks like a micro mesh underneath that. So the tongue was breathable. So there's plenty of room to breathe with the tongue. Now, working our way down to the materials. Now, as far as materials felt solid. I kind of liked how they had this material. It almost has like a 3M look on top of the materials. It's like a thick jersey material, thick jersey netting, and then there's like little hints of 3M all throughout the sneaker, like on the purple part only. I don't see any on it anywhere else. There's a few hints of synthetics. You can see right there. There's a bright green spot, and then you whip it over to this side, and you can see it right here. They got it in purple. They got fourth quarter knockout over on this side, and they got Dame on the back. I don't know if this one says time. Nope, they both say Dame. So as far as materials, I didn't really have an issue with materials. It felt comfortable when I got it on foot. It felt comfortable with my foot in the sneaker. Back Achilles pads are pretty dope. I thought they did a well job doing the Achilles pillows in the back. There's quite a few of them back there. You can also see Dame right here on this part of the sneaker. Now, down onto lockdown and stability. I felt pretty locked down in the sneaker. It wasn't nothing like instability issues. They were nice. There was a lot of synthetics over here, and I think that's why this is synthetically wrapped right there and right there, just to help with stability just a little bit. Heel, like I said, the heel tab on the back does have a plastic TPU counter. You do have a tad bit of slippage. I did. That does not mean you will. All of our feet are different. Mine just might be a little bit more narrow than the normal, and might just create slippage back there. So for stability and all that, I felt pretty good in this sneaker. No complaints on that. Now down on the cushion. Cushion was nice. I was surprised how this bounce was. This is the Bounce Pro. I actually have a pair of flip-flops that have bounce in them, but I don't hoop in them, so it's hard to say, but they are very comfortable. Bounce Pro seems very squishy and soft as well. I do have a little footage on that, so you guys can see that, me pushing that down. It is pretty soft. This purple part on the sneaker almost feels like a material. Like, it doesn't feel like rubber. It doesn't feel like foam. It almost feels like a material of some kind. Like, I don't know. Just feels like some sort of material. And this right here above it, I don't know if this is light strike. I don't know what the foam is above the purple, but it is harder than hell. I'm not really a big fan of that. I wish they would have just made this all bounce, but then again, it might have just gave away. It might not have been very stable, so they probably had to add that tougher foam into the sneaker. Now, down on to traction. Traction was absolutely horrendous. Like, I didn't know what the hell was going on. Like, I was super hyped to get this out. I got them on. They felt really comfortable. Tied them in, locked down, felt good. I go out, I run once, I slip out. I play the footage. I figure maybe I just need to break them in a little bit. That's what I think the issue is. That was not the issue. It just slipped and slipped. It didn't matter. I played in them for about 2 hours, and it just got so unbearable that I couldn't even play in the sneaker. Now, the court that I play at usually is spotless. They have a floor machine that cleans the floor. Looks like they ain't did that in a while. Might have been for Christmas break, but the floor was a little bit dirty. You could tell some people, they've been running games on this court. But that's no excuse, because I also had the Reebok Solution with me. And I was actually surprised how well that traction outperformed this Dame 8. Like, there's no excuse that an $80 shoe should be outperforming Dame's shoe. Reebok just hasn't had like a on-court performer like very good in a while, if you ask me. So it was kind of shocking that that sneaker outperformed this sneaker traction-wise. The traction, I just kept slipping out, and when I got this and opened it, I'm like, that's some gnarly traction. Like, the pattern on there is crazy. You got like the wavy herringbone. You got these lightning bolts they're like miniature lightning bolts all the way around. I just did not know what was going on, and I was kind of upset that the Dame performed this badly. I was really hyped on it. Now, as far as aesthetics go, these colors that these companies are releasing are absolutely hideous. I do not know what's going on. Like, this is like the OKC knockout colorway. Bro, at least throw shots at OKC. What the hell is this? I mean, it must mean something somehow that I'm not understanding. But an OKC colorway in this sneaker, I think would have knocked it out the park. No pun intended. But I think it would have been a knockout punch. If you put them colors, them OKC colors on the sneaker, I think you got a banger, everybody, because that's like a major slap in the face, you know. Imagine going to play OKC and you show up in your sneakers in their colorway, you know what I mean? So, like, to me, I would have probably went that way with the sneakers. I think that would have been a huge slap in the face to OKC. I thought that was a dope moment for Dame. I'll try to play that clip because it was sick. I got to watch it live. It was pretty dope. But now let's get the weight of the sneaker before we take off. And before I put it on there, I don't even know what the hell it said. So before I put it on there, I'm going to say, it feels like a light sneaker. I'm going to say 13.5. I wear size 8. 13.3, so I was super close. Yeah, it's not like too heavy of a sneaker. Like I said, you really barely notice it on foot. It's just, man, the traction was an absolute no-go for me, man, and it sucked because I really wanted the Dame 8 to be dope. I'm a huge Dame Dollar fan. I was really hoping it was going to be the ones. I really wanted to like a pair of Adidas for the first time in a very long time. I think, man, I don't even remember the last Adidas I played in. Probably those. And you know how old them are, so it's been long time. I played in those in high school, like around when we went to the state championship. So, but that's about it, guys, for the Dame 8. Would I recommend it? I just wouldn't. I mean, I went and played in a men's league after I went to the Y and worked out with my son, and I did not even put these in my bag. Usually if I have a new sneaker with me, I'm definitely going to take the new sneaker and put it on first. I knew the court very well. He plays there at his school, and I knew these just would not stand a second on that court. I would not be able to play the way I'd like to play, fast, quick, cutting. I just wouldn't be able to do that in the sneaker. So if you're a fast guard, if you're quick, you're cutting a lot, you're going to be running in place if you got some dust on that court. Now, I could tell the court was dusty just because, I don't know if you guys can see that very good, but there's some dust on the bottom of the sneaker, and I was really surprised the court was that dirty. But like I said, the Reebok Solution, I pulled that out, and it whooped on this. Like, I absolutely loved playing in that over this, and I should not be saying that. So, but I do have a review coming on that next, guys. So everyone, thanks for tuning in. We have finally hit 400 subs. I can't wait to hit 500. It's like a milestone. I'd like to hit 1,000 within the next 3 months. I mean, there's a lot of shoes coming out. I'm gonna have a lot of videos. I mean, it's possible, but only you guys can make that possible, guys. I appreciate all the likes, comment, and subscribing, and we'll catch you on the next episode of Sold Out. Peace.